Nope.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Saint Seiya Shining Soldiers video. Today we are here with a experimental evasion build. Now, this build is highly experimental. It was completely full of holes, but the original intention to evade as much as possible did occur. So do look out for that. And yeah, I've had more fun making this build and playing with it than I had with the new game mode. The new game mode is absolute garbage. It's not fun, it's not worth doing. If you guys are in the top 100, then congrats. You have my respect for grinding so much apples and stones for your stamina. And you also have my pity for that as well. Unless your name is Bloom. If your name is Bloom, no one likes you. And if you guys fight Bloom in PvP, please report for hacking. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead with the video. Starting off with the build, we have Green Affinity Shiryu. Now this Shiryu's passive skills all increase evasion, however, his third one is the only one that applies to all allies, and mine's not even maxed yet, so yeah. Iolia has the same passive skill as Shiryu, increases all allies evasion when he is switched out, and he also heals 15k HP to all allies when he's switching in. Black Affinity Hyoga, the only reason this unit is in this build is because of his evasion stat. It's 16, which is the highest one in the game right now, and all of his other passive skills are useless. His team effect for this build doesn't really matter. I just put HP up because there's no other passive skills that increase evasion or whatnot. So yeah, now for the loading screen, I'm just gonna skip it here. Okay, so we are in a normal stage. This stage is relatively easy since it is a normal. The reason I started with this stage is because we're only here to experiment with the evade and see what happens. We're not here to do damage. And yep, Iolia did dodge there. That is a good start. We're just gonna switch. We're just gonna keep switching with Iolia and Shiryu here so we get those evasion buffs. However, Shiryu does have a low evade, so I'm not expecting too much from Shiryu. But let's switch back into Iolia and heal up. Yeah, that Iolia is very useful. He's a very useful unit. I highly recommend farming for him if you don't have him. And more evasion buffs. And Shiryu's still not evading. So even if you have like 4 evasion buffs, if your character's stats have very low evade, then it's kind of pointless, as we see here. So Iolia's evade is 8, I believe. So I guess that's like mid-level. So we're just going to switch into Hyoga. And okay, so he took damage. He has 6 evade buffs, and he took damage with evade 16. So we're just gonna try and stall a bit here by freezing, if it does freeze. Oh, and he evaded there. I should have made this slower. This is pre-recorded, by the way. So yeah, and we dodge again. So as you guys can see, Hyoga is taking advantage of this evade buffs because of his 16 evade. So it's very useful for characters with very high evade, but for some who's lower than 8, lower than 12, I mean, I don't recommend this build. This build is highly experimental. I don't recommend using this in PvP whatsoever. Yeah. So let's talk about evade just a bit here. So I've only did one battle here, and that's the reason why is because I don't have enough stamina, and also I don't think it was worth doing any more of this because it was pretty clear how the buffs work. So this build will only work if you have the 16 evade, but even if you do, there is still a chance of you getting hit. So some replacements for Hyoga, I guess we can put in Ikki. He takes advantage of evade. Yeah, if he evades, he burns your enemies, so that's kind of useful. And we also have Milo, who takes advantage of evasion. Every time he evades, he removes 1 buff from each enemy. Mine's not maxed yet, so. And we also have Shaka. I don't exactly know what his passive skill is, but I know he does something when he evades. Mine's rank 0, so sadly I haven't pulled Shaka in the summonings yet. So yeah, there's also Shun, but my Shun is rank 1, so he only has 1 passive skills as well, so I'm not using him. Yeah, but that's about it. This build, I don't recommend building this build and use it anywhere on PvP or the ranking event. It will not be useful at all. This was just a experimental build to see how useful these buffs are, and in conclusion, it's not useful at all unless you have a evade 16. But even then, there's still a chance, and that chance is not worth risking since, you know, this build is so focused on the evasion. So yeah, I am planning to make a series kind of for this kind of video. I'm going to make builds very focused on one thing and experiment with it, and I will put it on YouTube. So because honestly, there's nothing to do in this game right now. The game mode is just another, you know, name for invade. We're just gonna wait for everyone's just waiting for the PvP week that's arriving on Tuesday. So yeah, hope you guys did find this video kind of informative and fun, or I mean, it's probably more interesting than the new game mode that's on right now. So if you guys did like it, please leave that like button and subscribe, and bye bye.